friends, I'm Amy and this is A Star Reads, and it's time for a quick little fun TBR all about Tales for Two Trails, because my friend Kim from Expedition Through Pages has changed her game up this year so that we're actually playing in teams, which I'm very excited about, really excited about, and I happen to be on Team A. And Team A is hosted by Kim's super fun, super wonderful mom, Julie, and I'm really excited that she's our team leader. And we need to get the points because we are gonna win. Team A is going to win. I'm determined. As much as I love Kim, Team A is gonna win. We're putting you down. I can't wait. So if you wanna know the rules and everything that's happening with Tales for Two Trails and how you can join, because you can still join even though we've already started this round, I will link Kim's channel and her video down below so that you can check it out and join us. Hopefully you'll be part of Team A, because then you'll be a winner, obviously. If you join Team B, you'll have a good time, but you know, you gotta be on Team A to be a winner. And make sure you give Kim a subscribe because she's a wonderful booktuber, she's a good friend of mine, and she does really fun things with her TBRs. Hey, it's Editing Amy here, and I just remembered that Julie actually just started a channel as well. So I'm gonna link her channel down below. So make sure you go subscribe to Kim's mom, because she put up a video already letting us know one of the choices she made for her prompt, well, her challenge, her activity, and it was really cute and fun. So make sure you subscribe to both channels, Kim's and Julie's. Now, without further ado, we have 3 prompts, and I have 3 books to share with you. Okay, so the very first prompt is to read a book that was written by an author from the country of Sierra Leone, or it should be set in Sierra Leone. And I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be tricky. A small country, and you know, I have no idea if anything that I own is gonna be written by somebody from Sierra Leone. And even though there is a group book that Julie has picked for this particular prompt, which will get us extra points, I'm trying really hard this year to read as many books off my physical TBR as possible. And it just so happens that when I was doing some research, Namina Forna is from Sierra Leone. I'm so excited to go forward with this series because I really enjoyed the Gilded Ones, and I have it. So I can read this one, and I forgot to mention this. We have to have these books, these 3 books I'm going to tell you about, done by the 25th, and it is currently the 11th. So I don't have a lot of time. In the Gilded Ones, our main character, Decca, is found at the very beginning to have gold blood. And if you have gold blood, a lot of people think you're like a witch, you're bad, you're dangerous, is what, and everybody's afraid of people who have gold blood, girls who end up bleeding gold. Because at a certain age, once you reach puberty, they cut you to see what color your blood is. And if your blood runs gold, you're basically ostracized. Well, it turns out that there's someone who is pulling these girls with gold blood and creating them into an army, which is scary, but at the same time, Decca was facing a whole bunch of horrible atrocities in the face of her village when they knew that she had gold blood. So it was a difficult, especially for YA fantasy, this was a difficult journey, and I highly recommend you look up trigger warnings because there was a lot of really hard scenes in this one, and the author didn't shy away from showing the reality of what these girls' situations were. I loved Gilded Ones, and I'm really looking forward to reading the Merciless Ones. I'm hoping that I enjoy this one as much as the first. And if I get this one read in time, it is worth 3 points that will go to my team. I just realized something. If I open up this pretty little book and I go to the back, there is a little 9 there, which means that this was from last year's Advent Calendar Challenge. And last year, the way we did it was we just picked numbers that had to do with the amount of money we were supposed to spend on a book. So either mom or me, I don't remember which one of us bought this last year, but one of us spent $9 to buy this book. So I'm happy to get to it so that I'm actually reading those books that we picked up, those 12 books, because we have 12 new ones we picked up this year. Prompt number 2 was to randomize my music. So I went to my Spotify, I went to my starred, non-filtered, my starred list, and I randomized that. And I actually ended up with Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin. And so this beautiful and very well-known classical music number piece is just something that I think is gorgeous. I've put it on there because every once in a while you need something that's a little relaxing. But this is a piece of music that is so well known because you hear it in a lot of like movies or commercials or different things. It's used a lot within pop culture, even to this day. So Rhapsody in Blue, I was thinking, okay, it could be a book that has a blue title and has something to do with rhapsody or just, you know, big feelings of love and emotion. I was also thinking this is set in the 1920s, so maybe a book that's set in the 1920s, or I was thinking because this is such a popular book, like such a well-known book throughout musical history, that it could be a book that has a similar situation. Like it could be a book that's so well-known. So I ended up going with Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Now, this is a library book. However, this is going to fulfill a few things for me. For one, it fulfills this prompt. And with this prompt, it's got a blue cover. So it works for Rhapsody in Blue because it's got a blue cover. Rhapsody in Blue is a well-known classical piece. This is a well-known piece of literature. And then this was written in the 30s, not the 20s, but I figure there is some crossover, those two eras, and I'm sure that Rhapsody in Blue is still being enjoyed in this era. And then the other thing is that our main character, Janie Crawford in this book, she is trying to overcome all odds to live the very best life she can live, the happiest, most joyful, most loving life that she can possibly live. And so for me, thinking about this character wanting to live this amazing life and do whatever she can to create this life for herself, I think Rhapsody works. I think the word Rhapsody works really well for this. Now, the other reason I'm very excited for reading this book, and I've been wanting to read this book, is because it is one of the books on my scratch-off list, my 100 essential books to read before I guess you die. I don't know. So, Their Eyes Were Watching God is right there. Can you see it? And once I get this book read, I'll be able to scratch another one off my board, because last year I wanted to scratch way more of these off, and I didn't. So, we're going to try and do more this year. We're just gonna try. If I read this one before the 25th, I will get another 3 points to add to my team's score. And a third and final prompt was to randomize your TBR. And so that actually worked out really well because I had already randomized my TBR wheel, my physical TBR wheel, the giant, beautiful wheel, which I'm gonna show you right here. I had already randomized this because it was gonna be something that was included in my TBR game, and that will come out hopefully soon, so you can see that. I actually am able to pull it for this prompt because it was supposed to be for February anyways, and you'll see that I landed on the book, You Are a Badass. And so this is by Jen Sincero. This was a gift from my friend Elisa, and she said, "Happy Christmas, Amy." This was 2 years ago, or not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. "I remember you saying that you wanted to buy this book eventually, and I hope you haven't bought it yet," from Elisa. And Elisa really loved this book. This is a book that basically is, as it says, how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life, especially at the beginning of a new year, but really especially lately because I've been struggling a bit, being ill for so long, and I'm getting better. I'm still a little congested here and there, but ultimately I'm seeing the other end of this sickness that I've had for forever. And because change is difficult in general. You know, I went from being a student teacher to now working as a substitute teacher. So that's difficult because it's a new environment, new situations that I'm going into every day. And also, substitute teaching is really hard. It's really hard. And so there have been moments where I've been really questioning a lot of things about myself. And then, of course, my life in general. There's moments where I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Where have I come to? How have I gotten here? And so I have a lot of these thoughts. And books like this, they never say anything that's so brand new or so profound that you're like, whoa, I never knew about that. But oftentimes they give you moments to pause and think about those moments and think about those things and think about those emotions. And I feel like that's very valuable. So I'm looking forward to finding out why I'm a badass and what I can do about it. And I have started this one actually, so I'm working on it. I'll hopefully get this done before the 25th. And I'm just doing like 2 chapters a day. They're not very long chapters, but I figure with these types of books, sometimes you need to sit and digest the information. And I am actually taking notes and stuff. Just little things that really stick out to me that make me think, oh, I want to remember that, or I want to try and think about that more at some point. I'm excited about getting into this. It's really small writing, so I'm like, oh, am I already getting to that age where I have to like, no, it's fine. It's really fine, but it is really small writing. So let's hope that I get through this one by the 25th. Let's hope I get through all 3 of these by the 25th, because I really want to help out my team. There is an activity for when you're actually picking your randomized book that will give you an extra 2 points. However, I had already picked this book, so it was one that I needed to read this month anyways, so it worked out for this prompt. So I'm not getting the extra bonus points for my team, because I'm also not going to read the group book. But, you know, 9 points isn't bad, and I think we're going to win anyways because we have such great readers within our group, so we're going to be great. It's going to be fine. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. If you're also participating in Tales from Two Trails, let me know in the comment section down below what were some of the books that you used for these prompts, or if you're on Team B and you have different prompts, let me know what books you chose for those prompts. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you can see when I eventually read these books, what I thought about them, because I'm sure that I'll put something out where I either do a Sunday sum up. I don't think I'm going to vlog this, but I'll do a Sunday sum up. I'm going to let you know my reviews. Also, stay tuned to find out if Team A wins, because we will. We'll win. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.